right? When you're the Detroit Lions and you're going into the draft and you're looking for pass rush and you're trying to find that guy that's going to be an elite pass rusher in the league. Now, we know that the Lions have their eyes on guys like Kayvon Thibodeau, probably Aiden Hutchinson. But today I want to talk about Jermaine Johnson. Now, some of you guys may be familiar with Jermaine Johnson, and some of you guys may not even know who this kid is. But he has a very, very good story. He was a JUCO player first. And it's kind of funny, guys, because he did not get any offers from any schools, period. So this kid pretty much thought that his career was going to be over and that he wasn't going to get an opportunity to play football. But lo and behold, he ended up accepting an offer to Indy College. And if you know, his college was featured on Last Chance U. So he got a chance to be on that. And then not only that, taking the opportunity, he ended up going to Georgia. Played for Georgia 2 seasons, played sparingly, didn't get a lot of time, but he did make some damage over there while he was there. He ended up getting, in 2019, he had 20 tackles. He had 1.5 sacks and 2 tackles for loss. And then in 2020, he had 16 tackles for 5 sacks and 5 tackles for loss. And then this season, he blew up and was the Defensive Player of the Year in the ACC. He ended up with 70 tackles, pretty much 12 sacks, and 18 tackles for loss. This dude was phenomenal. And when you're looking for a pass rusher, what are you looking for? You know, because you're looking for an elite talent. You're looking for the next TJ Watt. You're looking for the next JJ Watt. You're looking for somebody that's going to be relentless and they're not going to take any plays off. And when it comes to finding the pass rushing guy, you're looking for a guy that possibly may have a great speed burst, can get off the line really well, has an array of moves. You know, there's different moves that pass rushers have perfected. Some have the rip technique, some have swim moves, the bull rush, the chop spin, the club rip, the club over, the speed rush, the sweep, the swipe and rip, the forklift, and the chop club. So there's a lot of different multiple ways that you can come at an offensive lineman. And definitely this dude, I'm going to say his favorite move is probably the swipe and rip, knocking the guy's hands off of him and being able to get in there. But I did see him on some plays be able to produce a bull rush as well. But this kid is phenomenal, man. And he is a monster. And I would love to have him, you know, on the team. Now, he is projected to be going into the first round as well. When it comes to Kayvon Thibodeau and Aiden Hutchinson, those 2 guys pretty much are the top guys. But I'm going to say that this guy is right up there with them because he produced just like they produce. I think he even produced better than what Kayvon Thibodeau. So when I'm looking at dominant performance in college, this guy would have been more dominant than what Kayvon Thibodeau is. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be a better pro than Kayvon, but what I'm telling you is when I'm looking at elite talent and I'm looking at a pass rusher, I'm looking at the whole body of work. And then I look at this kid's body of work and I compare it to Kayvon Thibodeau, and you can't really compare. Now, it's kind of close when you look at it for tackles for loss and stuff like that. But this dude had 70 tackles, man. 70 tackles and pretty much 12 sacks on the season. He is an All-American first team. He's on the team with Kayvon Thibodeau as well as with Aiden Hutchinson, and as well, I think that's it. Just those 3 guys made it as far as being pass rush guy, and I believe Will Anderson as well, the top pass rushers in the country. But this kid is phenomenal, man. I would love to see him be on the big board for the Detroit Lions because this dude has an array of moves. This dude is a savage out on the field. He's relentless, and that's what I look when I'm looking at a pass rush. I'm looking at guys that don't take plays off, that they're relentless. That's how you know you're going to be a great NFL pass rusher. If you're relentless and you're always coming all the time and you don't take breaks and you don't give up on plays and you're chasing guys from behind, that's how you know you're going to be a great defensive end when you get into the NFL. Having an array of moves and having moves that you perfected. And I believe the move that he perfected is sort of the same type of move that Chase Young has in Washington. That swipe and rip move, being able to get the guy's hands off you and get right there to the quarterback. Also the spin move, and he can do the bull rush as well. So he got an arsenal of moves, man. And I would love to see this kid be looked at by the Detroit Lions, because I know that the Lions do need pass rush. And we have just only been talking Aiden Hutchinson and Kayvon Thibodeaux, and nobody's really mentioned this kid. And there are people that have talked about this kid, but he's not talked about enough. This dude was the ACC Defensive Player of the Year this season. He's an All-American first team alongside of guys like Hutchinson and Kayvon Thibodeaux. To me, he had better stats than Kayvon Thibodeaux, and pretty much close to Hutchinson. I think he had more tackles than Hutchinson did, but as far as sacks, Hutchinson had 14, he had 12. And then when it comes to tackles for loss, I think that him and Hutch is like close, somewhere near close to each other. But this dude is nice, man. Got a great speed and burst. And that's one thing that I like in defensive ends too, when they got that speed and they can be able to speed rush guys and be able to get in there. And he's one of those guys that when you look at him, he can do it all, man. So the Detroit Lions definitely need to put this kid on the big board because he has talent. And it's kind of crazy, man, that he didn't get any college offers at all. He got no college offers. So he ended up having to go to a JUCO and play there for a minute, and then eventually getting a call to be able to go over to Georgia. And then from Georgia, he ended up in his last season, decided that he wanted to play more, and he went to Florida State. And it was the right decision for him, because now he'll find himself possibly in the first round or either the second round. But this dude is a nightmare on defense, and the Detroit Lions need guys like this. We need playmakers. We need guys that got that apex predator in them. And Jermaine Johnson is one of those guys in the draft that have that apex predator, and he is a monster and a savage on defense. He doesn't give up. He doesn't stop on plays, and that's what the Detroit Lions need. We need talent, man, at the pass rushing position. We need guys that not only can create and get in there and create pressure on the quarterback, but we need guys that's going to deliver and sack the quarterback as well. You know, I know it's a good thing to be able to pressure the quarterback and kind of rattle his cage a little bit, but you also want to be able to execute sacks as well. And definitely this kid can do that. So I can't wait to see, man, what's going to happen. The draft is going to be exciting this season, but the Lions may end up taking Kayvon Thibodeaux. But I just wanted to bring Jermaine Johnson to you guys and make you aware of him. If you do not know who Jermaine Johnson is, today you get a good look at him and see his body of work and see that this kid is relentless and that he doesn't take any plays off. And that's what we need in Detroit. We need guys that are going to be monsters, guys that's going to bring it every single play. So we'll see, man. We'll see what the Lions decide to do. But yeah, man, I like this kid. I really think he works hard, and he worked hard to get where he at. He's one of those guys that you could say that he got everything out of the mud. Everything that he has, he had to earn it. He just wasn't given anything. He had to earn his way. And that's what he did, man. And he's a phenomenal talent. So I just don't want to just be looking at Kayvon Thibodeaux and not give the other pass rushers a look. It's a lot of defensive ends coming into this draft class, and we just can't have our total focus on Kayvon, even though Kayvon may be the pick or Aiden Hutchinson may be the pick. There's other guys that's definitely good as well. If you're the Detroit Lions, you just got to be able to hit on your draft pick. No matter where you're drafting these guys, you got to hit on your pick. So it doesn't matter that the Lions are going to be a little bit, when it comes to the Rams pick, they're going to be probably at in the 30s, 30, 31, 32, somewhere in there. But you just got to be able to pick a star caliber player. And that's what I would definitely love to see in Detroit. Getting a star defensive end, having our own guy to groom. And that's it, guys. All right, I'll be back to you soon with another video. You know we like to keep it raw over here. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and do not miss an upload.